All right, welcome to another week. Let's get down to business. Now you may have to bear with me a little bit. I'm working off my secondary laptop, or in other words, my old laptop, because my new laptop's decided it doesn't want to function correctly anymore. So it's gone into the shop. So hopefully we can get through this without any hiccups. All right, new week. So let's start off on the economic calendar. So we can see we've got no news today, Monday the 8th of July. We do have news coming in on Tuesday at 10 a.m. and then Wednesday 10 a.m. So today's a day where we just remain a little bit more patient, but also for me, I would only look for opportunities after 9:30 open, right, with no news. So I'd just be patient and wait for 9:30 open, see what sort of volatility injection we get at the open. All right, so no news today. Back to the charts, let's go. All right, Dixie. Having a look at Dixie. Made a sweep of this low here and a close below. Initial sweep, but then eventually price did move lower, and then we've swept this low as well. With a sweep of both of these lows, we then have internal liquidity resting here. And there is liquidity resting here, although the daily candle hasn't closed yet, but we do have liquidity resting here at the moment. The other thing to note is that we're currently in this leg down. This internal rests right at the 50% level. So it's a good area for price to want to reach back into, get into premium, and then look to continue lower. Now ideally, I would like to see a sweep of Friday's low before a continuation higher. Let's drop to the hourly. I don't know if you can tell, but the nothing's moving smoothly at the moment. All right. Let's drag the hourly out. Let's condense it a little. All right. So we've had the sweep of this low here. This gives us our resistance liquidity. And if we were to get a sweep here this morning at open maybe, then that would create high resistance liquidity at this level as well. And you can see we're in a little bit of a consolidation there at the moment with price. So something like that would be good. And some consolidation here. So consolidation, manipulation, distribution. What I like is we do have failure swings right through here, which is also our low resistance liquidity run. So we need high resistance liquidity on our side of price, low resistance liquidity on the other side of price. And if we do get this sweep, I'll really be liking that setup even more. The other thing to note is that from the high that took liquidity there, only just, mind you, to the swing low. If we run our projections out off there, price is currently located at our max extension, our -4. So we'll just be waiting to see what open does here, see if we get that move down and continue, and then look for our move higher. That's DXY. Let's have a look at NQ on the daily. Let's clean that up. I can leave that on there actually. I was just doing a little bit of a markup earlier. So one thing to note straight away is that clearly price is quite strong at the moment. Buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and again, we're looking to set up some more internal liquidity here. This is just a strong move. Yes, price did sweep this external level, but we also had a decisive close above that. Friday continued that move. So whilst price remains bullish, I will remain bullish. So what would be nice to see potentially is a move back into this area here, this internal area. If price can hold 50% of the Friday body and we get a rejection off that, then I would definitely be looking to continue to see prices move higher. We may not even move back in, but at the moment, we'll just wait and see what open brings us. But that's what I'm looking at, just a continuation of this trend. It's quite strong at the moment. Clear the chart. I think with the computer issues that I'm facing and the lag that I'm facing at the moment, I'm probably just going to do a couple of assets today. I won't go through all the ones I normally go through. So moving back along price a little bit, we had this lovely little sweep down here, which created our hourly bullish breaker block with an FVG being our hourly unicorn function. So price moved up. It reached into this -2 to -2.5 level, which is known as a consolidation or retracement level. It consolidated, it pushed through. Once we get a close above the -2.5, we can then anticipate price reaching to our max extension to the -4. We're on track for that at the moment. Certainly seems to be on target for that. Hourly FVG, bullish FVG here. Price did just touch into it here on this 1 p.m. candle. It would be nice to see this hourly FVG hold and support price to move higher. You can see here we've had distribution, consolidation, and we've got distribution. So generally after those 3 legs with consolidation, we may see a reversal, but we'll see what price wants to do. If we can get up to our -4 max extension, but it's certainly trending up nicely through here. Let's jump over to ES on the daily. It's going to be a similar scenario here with ES. Price has swept the ERL. Again, we've got to close above that ERL, but then Friday was a decisive move higher. So keeping in mind, we want to stay with the trend. Trend is your friend until it's not a trend anymore. So I'm going to keep the idea of being bullish here. I wouldn't mind seeing price dip back down for a continuation higher, but we will remain bullish for now. Let's go down to the hourly. So you can see that price continued to support higher prices. We've got our hourly bullish FVG here that supported price beautifully, straight off the mean threshold several times. Another hourly FVG here. Now, just want to split screens for a sec and have a look at NQ. Sorry for the delay here, guys. The charts, the computer's not being my friend right now. Okay, just want to have a look and see if we had any, if there's any visible SMTs at the moment. So what's worth noting is all these equal lows here on ES. Be a very clean or very nice draw on liquidity, that level. Potential move lower after some consolidation for a continuation higher. I'm going to take a look at CL and then I'm going to wrap it up because this is a little frustrating to say the least. Clear the chart. So price has had a pretty aggressive move lower for the start of today, with a daily opening gap here that's formed as well. So we would like to see that filled if at all possible. But we have swept, prices swept ERL, some external liquidity here, and interestingly also created high resistance liquidity here. Although we had this low resistance liquidity I was hoping price would reach to, that hasn't happened at the moment, and price after a decisive move on Monday last week did slow at this level and struggled to continue to move higher. We do have unfilled portion of this internal liquidity here. So my idea would be to seek lower prices and look for some bearish momentum. We've also got some low resistance liquidity through that area there. Let's drop down to the hourly. What do we have here? We have a bearish breaker, an hourly bearish breaker with decisive displacement through the breaker. We have a stop hunt. To a higher level of liquidity. Going to be a daily high here. So that's an important level, this daily high, considered an important level. So what we can do from here, if we run our projections from here to here, and that will give us an indication of where price may like to head. So we've got lovely low resistance liquidity at this level, aligned with our -2 to 2.5 and also our -4. So if we get this continuation lower, we'll see where price reacts at this level. If it consolidates and retraces, or consolidates and pushes through, if we get a close below the -2.5, we can then anticipate that move to continue to the -4. So I'm liking this as a reversal at this stage. So we'll mark that as bearish. And on that note, guys, I'm going to call it. I'm not going to look at anything else for now. We'll come back tomorrow. I'll hopefully get some improvement happening and look at a few more assets for you guys. Until tomorrow, guys, have a good trading session today, and we'll see you next time.